was born a Raider. I was born with the Raiders rolling in the Coliseum in L.A.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Was there anyone that expected the Las Vegas Raiders to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday? Me neither. When they jumped out to a 14-0 lead, we all knew the Chiefs would eventually get theirs on offense, but I thought the Raiders would be able to keep scoring and make it a shootout. However, it looked like they closed up shop on offense once they jumped out to that lead. Ever since that happened, I've been wondering why and how that happened. They started the game looking unstoppable on offense, so what in the world happened? Did the inconsistency of a rookie quarterback all of a sudden show up? Did offensive coordinator Bull Hardegree all of a sudden tighten up and get way too conservative? Did head coach Antonio Pierce tighten up and make Hardegree get too conservative? Was it the better team waking up and taking control of a game they should have always had control of? Did the Raiders wake up and realize they had no business beating the Chiefs? Was it all of the above? Let's take a dive into the film and what a couple of Raiders said after the game to see what it could have been. The beginning of the game was beautiful to watch. The Raiders got the running game going and everything. It promised to be a big day for running back Josh Jacobs after the 63-yard touchdown run. He was dipping and darting all over the place in search of that extra yard. Hardegree even got a little creative with him, sending him on a jet sweep. He was a part of the passing game too. And from there, they ran play action off of it and hit star receiver Davante Adams. Here's a slant out of play action right behind the linebackers. And here's more out of play action with the linebackers sucking up. Alright, here's a little something to Adams without play action. It establishes Adams. And once Jacobs and Adams are established, everyone else can eat. They didn't even cover Jacoby Myers here. It was beautiful offensive football. What happened in the second half? So what happened in the second half? Did the Chiefs make adjustments? This is what Adams said.
No disrespect to them, but it was more about what we were doing. I mean, we just didn't really execute the way that we had been, that in the positions that put us, with some points on the board. So we just got to do a better job of sticking to the things that, get us to that point, staying aggressive and just finding a way to finish it.
Then he was asked if it was frustrating going through a game like that, and this is what he had to say about it.
Yes, it is frustrating. It's confusing too, and I don't really know what to say or exactly why it went the way it did, but we just couldn't figure it out in the second half.
And this is what quarterback Aiden O'Connell had to say about things falling apart after such a hot start.
I think with Davante, you try to look for opportunities as much as you can. I know I missed him on that 3rd and 8 at the end of the game. and miss out on a couple more. So, it's my responsibility to get him the ball, especially when he's in one-on-one situations. And, we're trying to continue to call plays for him to get him open. And so we got to do a better job, myself, of just getting the ball to him in space and letting him be a good athlete.
And all I can gather from Pierce from what he said about it is he was just as frustrated about it as Adams is. He wants to get the ball to Adams.
Yeah, I just, you'll be, like I always say, you try to find the best ways you can to get the ball to 17 and 8, right? The main two guys there. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Either we miss the throw, we don't see the throw, we don't see the player, or it's, designed for somebody else. A lot of factors goes into it, but there's never a play where we're not looking for 17 for the most part, But obviously you got to throw to the open receiver. And everything else got to play a part, right? Protection, the reads, things of that nature. So obviously frustrating for him, frustrating for me, because that's a good football player. You saw how the game started, and we wanted it to end that way. And we'll continue to work on that throughout the bye week.
Yeah, and here's what it looked like. Coming out of the left of the screen, the Raiders went back to depending on receivers to block strong safeties in the running game. It didn't work for McDaniels, so it's not going to work for Hardegree. All right, let's go ahead and roll this one. Look at this. While the Raider offensive linemen are taking their zone step, Chiefs interior defensive lineman Chris Jones got up in the Raiders center Andre James by going straight forward. You can't win running a zone on 4th and 1. Then you have safeties coming forward to stop the run because they have no respect for the deep pass. But all in all, the Raiders just can't win on the interior. Oh, my bad. The Raiders can't win on the outside either when they have receivers like Trey Tucker missing their guy. That ain't his game anyway. He's a speed guy. And this right here is the only shot the Raiders took at Adams after they jumped out to that 14-0 lead. That should have been a PI right there, but the referee swallowed his whistle. They took a shot with Jacoby Myers too. Alright, now look at this. The safety is cheated all the way towards Adams here. So we have Myers one-on-one at the top of the screen, so he's the target. Now this is a great throw by O'Connell and a great catch by Myers, but Myers is slow. Trey Tucker should be in the game when they run this play. It would have been a touchdown. Alright, let's go ahead and roll it. Alright, tight end Michael Mayer is open, and I do want to see him get the ball more, but this one should go to Adams. Adams is better in space than Myers. I believe this is the play that O'Connell was talking about in his interview. Alright, no one was perfect on Sunday. O'Connell missed a few, but he had a really good day. And Pierce was just as frustrated as anyone that the Raiders couldn't get their stars going. It didn't look like the Chiefs all of a sudden started doing something that they weren't doing early in the game. And I don't know about some of these play calls, but you can't really blame Hardegree because he can only choose from the plays that McDaniels left him. The Raiders depend way too much on the receivers cracking back in the running game. They need to bring back the fullback. Jacobs led the league in rushing last year with the fullback, and get the ball to Adams no matter what. They have some stuff to figure out over the bye week. Thank you for watching. See you next time.